Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me again. It's a bit of a late one, this one. It's probably going to be nearer 11 o'clock at night before I get the damn thing out. But it's one of those where I wanted to come on and have a chat with you. I was actually toying with the idea of leaving it till tomorrow morning, but I thought I'll sod it. Let's do it. It's been a bit of a weird weekend in my house. My wife has gone away for the weekend with her friends to a holiday camp for an 80s weekend, and she's having a whale of a time. So I'm at home with the kids, and I thought I would sneak out here and do the recording I was humming and hawing about. Just a quick announcement. Tomorrow, usually when I do a live stream, it's usually at about 8:30 at night. I won't be doing a live stream tomorrow night purely for the fact that I've got an airport run later on in the afternoon stroke early evening, and I do doubt that I will be back on time, so I may as well just draw a line under it right now. Well, what's this about? I did a video yesterday. Here's the thumbnail for it. Don't agree. Which basically means that I don't agree with what Ben Habib said at the end of a video where he said, don't vote for a reform. Now, I think that that's not great, not the greatest thing to do. And there were many people in the comments that went both ways. Some could understand my rationale and others couldn't. It was, very simple. And I love it when a video generates those kinds of opinions, because nobody's rude, no one's abusive. It's just, well, what about this? What about that? It's proper debate, which is what it's all about at the end of the day. Now, what I wanted to do with this video is break it down a little bit and explain what I think and see if it aligns with your ideas. And then maybe we can go from there. Now, the 1st of May is a very important date. We not only have the local elections, those of us that are allowed to come out and vote, that is, we also have the by-election in Runcorn and Helsby. Let's talk about the by-election first of all. There's a Reform candidate standing by the name of Sarah Pochin, or Pochin, however you pronounce her last name. She has previous history with the Conservatives, and it doesn't take very long if you do an internet search online to find out a little bit about her. Now, I'll come straight to the point. I don't believe that Sarah should win that seat, because the long-term brand of politics that I'm seeing no longer aligns with what I believe. And not only that, I have I suppose you could call it informant, who knew a few things about the hustings that took place. She turned up with 3 bodyguards, so I'm told, allegedly, and as soon as the hustings was over, she left. Now, surely if you want to talk to people and get to know them, and never mind all this pizzazz and, great media campaign, which you see on YouTube and Twitter and everything else on a daily basis, what about proper grassroots? Let's talk to people. Apparently, she just went straight away. Now, I'm a little bit biased, I have to admit, because my allegiance and my loyalties lie with the flag that's currently in the background of this pleasant chat that I'm having with you. Now, up in Runcorn and Helsby, there's a chap called Graham Moore, who I did an interview with on the channel. Now, I'll leave a link to that interview in the description for this video, and you can go and have a look. Quite eye-opening. Very honest, down-to-earth bloke, knows his stuff, knows where we stand, and genuinely believes that a politician's job is not quite what we're being represented with. So you know, I think someone like that, in fact, I hope Graham himself gets into Parliament. And I hope that he's done enough. We hear all this first past the post stuff. But at the end of the day, if enough people came out, and that includes the disenfranchised in our towns, our cities, and all voted for the same MP, it would make a difference at the end of the day. So I can't abide by that idea that first past the post completely debilitates everything. Now, one of the things that Graham's come out and said, you know, things like party whips and various other things that you see in parties, no, it doesn't wash, really. It doesn't wash, and it's not the way things are supposed to be run. So I will continue shamelessly promoting him until the 1st of May, and probably get him on the channel afterwards, because I think that there's certainly some mileage in the things he has to say. Anyway, that's May the 1st in Runcorn and Helsby. What about the local elections? Now, this is where I'm going to go a little bit out of the way. It's vitally important that on the 2nd of May, we get this. Starmer, this is bad. That's what I'd like to see on the 2nd of May. Now, the local elections aren't the big ticket, you know, who's going to be the Prime Minister, who's going to be in control of Parliament. That comes later in 2029. The local elections, obviously, are for the councillors and the local authorities, the councils all over the country, at least the ones that are going to run an election this time round. And a very clear message needs to be sent to Keir Starmer and Kemi Badenoch, for that matter as well, that what you are doing, the way you are behaving, and the promises that you have broken are no longer good enough. And we have to send a message. We have to send a clear message to you that you either need to change tack or you're going to have electoral troubles going forward. Now, to do that, enough candidates have to be in place in enough councils. Enough people have to come out and vote in enough places to make a difference. Now, like it or not, I'm doing this when I say it, holding my nose, the party with more than enough momentum to make that difference at the moment is Reform. And where are we now? The 26th of March. So between the 26th of March and the 1st of May, they have an opportunity to usurp Starmer in an awful lot of places. So I'm certainly going to go and vote Reform. And I hope that you do as well, to, you know, send that message. What happens after that, though? Between now and 2029, the election in 2029, we've got roughly 4 years, give or take. I was really considering voting Reform. I really was, but I can't in good conscience because, well, of all of the things that I've mentioned in previous videos, and there's no sense going over that same road again. Reform to me are not what they appear to be. At least parliamentary wise, they're not what they appear to be. And unless they change tack and start saying a lot of things and very quickly to change my mind, including for the benefit of England, then I'm not going to change my mind. All of you are screaming at the TV set or the mobile phone or everything right now, thinking, what the fuck's Andy doing now? Splitting the vote again. Well, I'm not splitting the vote. What I'm trying to tell you is there is enough time in the tank for something to happen. Now, you have to decide whether you're acting in the interests of England, you're acting in the interest of Scotland, if you're up there, Wales, if you're there, Northern Ireland, if you're there, or the United Kingdom as a whole. Me, I would look for somebody that would represent the best interests of England. And I have said in previous videos, a few now, what I would like to see. That certainly isn't Reform. And that damn well isn't the Conservative and Unionist Party. And it sure as hell isn't Labour. Look what they've done to everybody. So where are we left? Another party needs to come out and pretty much do the things that we need them to do. Is that Ben Habib? Can he act quick enough? Is there enough donations? Is there enough everything that can act quick enough within 4 years? Or will the English Constitution Party rise from the ashes and put 650 MPs out in 2029? That'd be a thing, wouldn't it? Just a little reminder of what we're fighting against. I'll put this thumbnail up here again. This is bad. And a picture of the military. In May, and again, I've done a video on this, our military, our army, our intelligence services, Navy and Air Force will all fall under the control of a foreign power, the EU. Do you know what that does? Do you know how that leaves us? And then they're knowing they're going to do it. I was sent a five-year-old article, and I'm humming and hawing about bringing it out, to do with Edward Heath when he signed us up to the European Economic Community in the early 70s. Was it 72, 73, something like that? And accordingly, when he signed it, he knew what the future game plan was, but he signed it anyway. Isn't that treason? Isn't that betraying your own country, the office of Prime Minister and everything that's with it? Where was the Queen when all this was going on? So it's like they don't give a damn about this country, but rather hooking us up to Europe any which way they can. I don't think any of them expected the referendum result they got in 2016. I voted to leave because I saw the political control of my country, our country, by a foreign entity as a big problem. Didn't elect them. Don't want to answer to them. It's got nothing to do with them. So I voted leave. And everybody, everywhere, since has been doing everything in their power to get us back in by the back door. And look at the world stage at the moment. Look at what's happening out there. And it's just the viable excuse they need to pull the rug out from everybody, isn't it? Very interesting times ahead. I'll be interested to read some of your comments. I've started to do the comments in a slightly different way. I've tried to give everybody a like, give everybody a heart, interact, and try and reply when I can. But I literally get thousands and thousands of comments all of the time. So I try, but it's a little bit difficult. I just want to leave you with a video that I played already the other day, which Ben Habib did, and here it is.
And, at the heart of all of this, I think, is stuff like the Human Rights Act, the Equalities Act, the Online Harms Bill, which the Conservative Party brought in, obviously getting rid of non-crime hate incidents, and so on and so forth. What we've got to do, and what any incoming so-called, I'm not going to call it right-wing, I'm going to say pro-British party gaining government. One of the first things it's got to do is just burn the every bit of legislation pretty much that's been put in place over the last 30 years. Just burn it. Get rid of it. Dismiss all the quangos, unpick all the international treaties, and burn the legislation. And if that's your only thing that you put in your manifesto, actually you'd probably be on to a pretty good thing.
Onto a pretty good thing. Now, when he said burn everything over the last 30 years, I thought he was being flippant and just was referring to literally everything. But, the last 30 years, does it go further back than that? It's a hell of a mess, isn't it? A hell of a mess. Anyway, you let me know what you think in the comments. As I said, I'm on the road tomorrow, so I may or may not be around. I'll try and pop up and say hello at some point. But there won't be a live tomorrow. It's just going to be impossible to get done. I can't see any way around that. If you make sure you subscribe to the channel As I've said in previous videos, I am on Rumble as well. So follow me on there. Also on X, I've passed 142,000 subscribers now. So thank you very much indeed, everybody, for all of your support. I think we've gone up by 7,000 subscribers in the last month. It's incredible, absolutely incredible, and I appreciate it ever so much. Have a look at these videos that just popped up on the screen, and I will look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.